You've always got the same rules. Break balance before you execute. So you got to get the balance out of the body. If you're in a keto guy, the first thing they do is they yield, catch the balance, and then they'll apply a throw or lock, or whatever it is. If you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they'll put a pressure in, and then they'll go the reverse direction and pull the pressure out. So they'll pressurize the opposite direction where they want to go. Tai Chi classics. If you want to go up, push down. You want to go down, push up. If you want to make a person fall into a submission, push in the opposite direction and reverse and catch the balance. So BJJ guys do it perfectly. They're right on, but they're trying to get you to a submission point. Ninjutsu, same thing. Break balance and execute the technique. Every art has got this somewhere to break balance. So what we're tuning into is the frequency of how balance connects to the body, why it's there, how do we disrupt it, how do we influence it, and do it quickly and efficiently. So when you touch a person, the first thing you do is you project a line down their foot. And that's that spring, that's their frequency. You catch that line, you open up your joints and tap that piano key. And you tap the balance out of their body. As soon as you have that, you put it into a cycle. It's a very, very simple process that just requires hundreds, thousands of hours of refining. So you can do it in all different types of shapes. It's a mind skill. Your mind has to go completely and listen to them, listen to the frequency at which their balance will come out of the center mass and disconnect them. So you have to touch as many people as you can, touch the root, and just pop the base. Don't chase an issue. Just chase the quality. Get the quality first. Get that. There it is. Pop, pop, pop. And you just get it working right. Then start amplifying that. The cleaner you are on the way it works, the more you can build from the right good platform. Okay, any questions? Anything we've done? Questions? All right. Now we're going to do a couple exercises where we learn to switch from a physical pressure into an energy pressure. Learn how to swing the mind from a power struggle into a stretch. So if I can borrow you. Partner puts pressure onto the hip. So we're pushing into the hip. And now as soon as I let the pressure build, you put more, and you push me over. So now I'm at a point where I'm about to, balance is going to break. Now when I'm at that point, I want to touch his springiness and then switch that energy on and connect to his frame. Pushes in, push a bit harder. Okay, now I'm about to fall over. Then I feel there's that frequency and then connect to it. You're training the mind to go from a physical power struggle, a resistance, and then change the way your physiology is operating by changing your mind frequency. Your mind is going into three states. One, it feels the frequency of his elasticity. Two, it moves through a life force feeling, and three, into a stretch. So you have the body, the energy system, and the mind aligning, fusing together to create an outcome. So just quickly run through, push on the hip. So you push me till I'm about to fall over, then you stop. Now when at that point, I tune into the frequency, and I just switch it on. And train to go from physical power struggle into the internal. Quickly I'll run through, push in, push me till I'm about to fall over, that's it, so together, touch. And this is a sort of antenna. This is just for me to tune my mind in. As soon as I'm there, then I can switch that quality of release. So I've got to take all the pressure he's putting on my body. He's pushing me, almost pushing me over. Yep. More. Okay, so I let myself get put into a bad position. I feel the frequency. I want to get the energy to go up. I'm going to just release on that frequency. I'm releasing on a frequency. My body is in one state. I want to get it to there. I have to release between there and there to get there. You want a red sports car, you release on it and bring it to you. Press in, get more pressure. There, okay, my body's structure's broken. I find the frequency and then I switch it on. I change my mind, I change my feeling, I change my body structure. Okay. All right, so push in, push. Okay, so a bit more. So now my joints from there to the ground are all in a state of stress. I find that connection, and then I relax into that connection. I've got to adjust the hip to get the pressures into the right space. If I start releasing, you push in, change your legs for me. You push in, push me, get me compressed, okay? All right. So when I'm at this state, if I try release and I don't open my quad, I won't get the connection. I've got to open that up, and I've got that connection into the energy. And then you want to feel the physical pressures on your joints, compression go, and your yi expand into your bubble, energy field. And that reaction just simply floats the person off. The only times this doesn't work quite as well when you've got a wrestler who's pushing from the ground and lifting you up into the air, because it jams all the joints aligned, so you've got to stretch and release and create space behind you so his mind can get pulled out. So you have to overextend him through you if he's got this up connection on the thing. But you'll find that out as you do it. So you push in, get your hand level into my hip, push, push, push. Okay, so now I've got a lot of pressure. I tune into the frequency, and just release, release. And as I go from the power struggle to the expanding of the energy, again, push in, push me over. Okay, so now my front foot's off the ground. I tune into the right frequency. Just release. And that release, you don't want to do this. He pushes, and then you go, lever him out. The pressures on your hands have to be minimal. You have to feel that you're releasing into your bubble. And just adjust this so the energy will travel. If this is locked, you don't get your connection. The way you open your joints regulates the opening of the energy. Yeah, we did it before, didn't we? Yeah. Quickly get through. Push in, lock on. Push in, let yourself go into physical pressure, and then find the springiness in his body and release on that frequency. You're changing the frequency of your mind, more pressure, creates the structure. Okay, so now, broken state. I feel the springs.
So how you change frequency? Are we telling yourself something different? How you change frequency?
You're referencing this feeling. You touch the springs in his body, then you synchronize this springy feeling, that frequency, his tendon bounce. You synchronize that with life force, and you relax and expand the yi. And as soon as that happens, it pulls his center of balance out. And it's a very, very simple, subtle skill. When if you're doing healing, touch your patient's shoulder or hip, and then pull the pressure back and release, and float their balance. Get their balance up and out. And as soon as you feel the physiology go, then they're open. You can start working on the energy system. You've got to wait for that float to happen. If a person's in a state of tension, you've got to talk them down out of it. You've got to get them to relax. Give a person a glass of water. It relaxes them. Also, being well hydrated is really important for energy work. You want to always be a vibrational match to the way you want the person to be that you're working with. Okay, partner up. Any questions, please ask.